Okay, everyone. Hope everyone is having an absolutely lovely, wonderful day. We are going to go out and feed everyone in just a second. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start with a word from our sponsor. Who is today's sponsor? Well, today's sponsor is this one. Guys, they are building real alternative to big tech. Guys, they're putting creators first, actually protecting free speech. Guys, and now there's Rumble Premium, and the easiest way to upgrade your experience. Guys, with Rumble Premium, you get ad-free viewing across all the platforms, no pre-rolls, no interruptions, just content you came for. Plus, Rumble Premium unlocks exclusive contents like bonus videos, behind-the-scene drops, and more from your favorite creators. I do some behind-the-scenes stuff, so if you want to check that out, right now, Rumble is offering $10 off an annual subscription. Just go to rumble.com/premium and type in the code STUDIO. Get at checkout and get that. So again, that's rumble.com/premium, promo code STUDIO. Guys, no ads, more freedom, content you actually care about. That's the deal, guys. Thank you, Rumble. Commercial over. Okay, so we're gonna go outside, get the chickens fed, all the other kind of stuff. Let's see if I can get chat up and functioning the way it is supposed to. That's not how chat's supposed to pop up. We'll see if this can get chat to pop up the right way. Perfect. Okay, let's jump over. Let me start this. That should be good. That should switch over to this.
That should.
Perfect. Okay.
That should switch over to this. Perfect. Okay, I can take my headphones off, and we should be good with this. Let me just make sure real quickly that the audio is working the way it's supposed to. Should be good. Audio is working the way it is supposed to work. So, happy Memorial Day, everyone. Okay. Thank you, Mock. Oh, my gimbal is gimbaling funny. So, hey, Jake.
Hey, Chris.
So we're gonna look at the temperature. Current temperature is, I don't have the gimbal set up right. It's not gimbaling the way it's supposed to gimbal. Current temperature is 62 degrees on. Let's see, does this turn it? Gimbal is just, I'm gonna use my backup gimbal because my main gimbal is just acting up. Anyways. So we're gonna get the feed, we're gonna get the water for Lisa. We're gonna get everybody fed. We might, it's a little nice before it rains. We might go for a short little walk. We'll go check out the just-in-time garden and do a couple other things like that before we head on out for evening. But for Memorial Day, I want to remember all of those who have given the ultimate sacrifice so that we can have freedom here in America, or, so we used to have freedom here in America, if we want to even go that route. I do want to, lots of veterans in my family. A lot of my friends are veterans. So just wanted to think about that. Think about the friends that they lost, the family members that we all lost together, and all that kind of stuff. And even the folks out there that are adjacent to all of that. It's important to remember. It's important to remember them as well. So soon, hope maybe about 2 weeks or so, because Jill's house is coming soon. So shortly after Jill's house comes, we are going to be focusing on cleaning out the barn, because I need to get everything cleaned out of here. We need to take all these guys out. We need to have, there's a whole lot that needs to be going on when it comes to cleaning out the barn. and all of that. I hope me standing by this radio for this few minutes doesn't trigger the YouTubes and the Twitters to say, no, Doc, you cannot play this video because you're standing next to a radio and the radio is not allowed to be played. That's the one thing about live streaming that's kind of annoying sometimes, especially when you want to live stream on some of the bigger sites, is you have to remember to make sure that you're not listening. That you're not walking past something that has, commercially played music on it. So also today is May 25th, so that means it is my house construction day, or birthday for some people that would prefer to call it a birthday. My house, and we'll go talk a little bit about that in the future, my house is 129 years old today. At least this is when we celebrate its construction day. So that's a fun thing. It's always fun to have a day to celebrate weird things like that. We know I like weird, crazy things, so. Okay, we got those two. Is this one empty? This is empty. Great. Let's head on out to go get the water. So what should we talk about today? What are you guys doing for this Memorial Day? You guys doing anything fun, exciting? Spending time with your family, enjoying your extra day off for those that have an extra day off? What's going on? Me, it's supposed to be raining off and on today, so got a bunch of different things that I need to be doing. Hopefully I can get some more stuff done outside. If not, I've got some chores inside. I've got some chores inside to do. Because, it's a never-ending... Chores are never-ending here. I mean, I bet a lot of you also feel the same way with what you're doing in your everyday life, is having never-ending chores. So, I think I want to check something real fast, because I think I did something and didn't realize it. So, you guys should still be able to hear me. See if I can do this. If not, we'll just have to remember it for... Okay, I cannot, because I don't have... Oh, wait, here we go. Nope. What I was trying to do is undoable at the moment, which is just fine. So I want to have some conversation. Let's talk a little bit about some of the big stuff that's going on in the world right now. So I want to, first off, I wanted to tell all you guys, everybody, one of the things that they're trying to do with the ticks, and I want you to all be aware of this, is in all the places that I've been so far this year. I had an airplane over my head. In all the places that I've been this year, so here in southern West Virginia, I've been in southern Ohio, I've been down to North Carolina, I've been to Georgia. The ticks, and talking to all the people there, and my personal experience, the ticks are no crazier than they've ever been. Is this year more of an uptick in ticks than in previous years? Yeah, it's just we had a really mild winter, and we didn't have the kind of stuff that usually gets rid of ticks. And I seen ticks earlier. That all being said, that doesn't mean that they're releasing ticks, and it doesn't mean that they're doing all that. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because there's this fear tactic I see everywhere, where all these people are talking about, oh, ticks, blah, blah, blah. And I'm telling you, I think part of the reason why you're getting these fear tactics with these ticks is because they don't want you outside. They don't want you getting your vitamin D. They don't want you breathing the fresh air. They don't want you touching grass. And they're also conditioning you for the next lockdowns that's coming. So they're trying to condition some of these people for a soft lockdown, because they know it'll be hard to push a hard lockdown again. But if we get people too afraid to go outside, like we have, rioting in the streets, we have, the presidents and such being shot, we have all this other stuff going on that scares you from going out in public, then, gas price is so high, so you're not going to travel, you're not going to go anywhere. And we just get everyone to practice a soft lockdown. So then we've been practicing the soft lockdown for X amount of period of time. So then when they do another real one, it'll just be easier to convince people to follow by their rules. So I just want to keep that in mind. Part of the tick thing is just propaganda. It's just to scare you from going out and enjoying nature, which you should be going out and enjoying nature whenever you can. Because nature's fun. You should be outside touching grass, growing stuff, doing that kind of stuff. That being said, now let's talk a little bit about ticks, because let's just say that the tick population is a little worse this year than it has been in the past. There are plenty of ways that you can do stuff with ticks. So one is, if you're going to be hiking for a long period of time, and you're going to be out there in the bush hiking, one of the easiest tactics that I tell people, just so you can tell if you came in contact with ticks, is wear white socks. So get some white socks on, so then when you're done hiking, you can look at your socks, and if you see ticks on your white socks, then you know to do a full body tick check. Also, do a full body tick check. There's a fun country song that came out, is I want to take you back into the sticks, and I want to check you for ticks. Like, it's one of my favorite hilarious fun lines that I've heard, and I might have paraphrased it there, but that's roughly what it says. It's just really funny. But being country, and I've been here for 21 years now. Today actually will be 21 years that I lived in southern West Virginia. So being here for 21 years, it's just one of those things I got used to. I would say most of my adult life, so being that I'm 47, most of my adult life I have lived now here in southern West Virginia. So, which is crazy to think about. But I can say that. And so being rural for most of my adult life, there's just things that maybe I just don't think about that I take for granted. Like, when like Lisa goes for walks in the field, or when she's out doing this kind of stuff, she'll come in later and she'll say, hey, we need the typical places for ticks that she can't see. And that's like one of the best places that you should check for ticks is always around your ankles. Well, you can usually see around your ankles. And you want to check, up on in your legs, but you also want to check around where your shirt, like if your shirt's tucked in, because sometimes they can stick to your shirt and you can brush up against stuff and they can crawl down and hang out along your belt line. So especially your back, I would say that's probably where you usually need a friend to check, or a partner to check in those kind of situations. So you should do that. So, but the other thing is tea tree oil. Absolutely wonderful. Probably one of the best things. Now be careful putting it directly on your skin, because some people are really sensitive to tea tree oil. And if you put it directly on your skin, it can have some negative juju, some negative things. Get guineas. If you are a homesteader or a farmer, or you've got some land, regardless if you like your neighbors or not, get some guineas. You'll either end up getting to know your neighbors because you're guineas or visit them or whatnot. But guineas are absolutely spectacular. Ticks are one of their absolute favorite food. And so they are a good, spectacular tick hunter. And guinea eggs are good. Guineas are fun. I don't think guineas are probably something I'll always have on my farm. You don't need a lot of them either. Like, I have 5 right now. It's a good amount. They're loud, but not so loud. They stick together, so it's a small little group that sticks together. And so it's just a good amount. As soon as I get this other water in, we'll go walk over and I'll show you the guineas. For some of you that's maybe never seen guineas. But they're pretty easy. They're pretty fun. Actually, you know what? Since they are right here, let me spin the camera around. So these are guineas. Those are ducks. See, they come in white too. You can hear their little, their guinea song, which is more of like a cluck, like a annoying cluck. But yeah, guineas. Get yourself some. They're fun. I think that, personally, I think they're one of the things that everybody, like once you have chickens and ducks, you should have some guineas. Now, we do call them the guinea police for a reason, because they are kind of dicks, and they like to be in charge. They like to tell other birds what to do. So, but again, their net benefit is absolutely worth it. Again, ticks, snakes, because they also eat snakes. There's other things that they're really good at, but ticks and snakes are probably the two good reasons to have guineas, and to let you know if, something's going on your property, because they are watchdogs that you cannot, there's really nothing you can do to get them to stop making noise. If they decide they want to do the guinea alarm, they will do the guinea alarm, and you are just going to, it's just going to be loud. You're going to know. Neighbors are going to know. Your neighbors' neighbors are going to know. It's kind of, but again, that's a feature, not a bug. It's a feature. So I think with ticks, those are kind of the main thing, is do a regular tick check. Tea tree oil, white socks, and guineas. Pretty easy breakdown for you guys. And the next thing, guys, we're going to dispel some of the myths today. Stop worrying so much about stuff that's outside of your control, because there is a lot of things out there that they are doing a wonderful job trying to scare you with. They're trying to make you afraid of this, or make you afraid of that, or don't do this, or just understand most of the time it's fear, and they know how to play across. They know how to play across the fears of all of us good folks. They know what we're most afraid of. My pond, man. So beautiful that it's nice and full. Anyways, they just know lots of tricks on how to make us afraid. I'm doing a quick look at my pond here, because I dug it out when it was really low, and I built up the soil there. So I'm just seeing where else I need to get the soil, where I need to get it a little bit higher. These ducks are absolutely loving it. So, and then it leaks over here. Got a leaky spot that I need to fix. So, looks like there's really only one leaky spot, and the leaky spot's like right there. But I can get that addressed. That leaky spot I can get addressed at some particular point in the future. This over here is what I was interested in. I'm gonna have to probably move once this thing finishes blooming, I'm probably gonna have to move it, because its feet are right there wet. And this pond, because of the way I built it, can technically go all the way up to that. Right now we're leaking here. But if we weren't leaking there, we would be leaking there. If we weren't leaking there, and it's supposed to go down that pipe. It's supposed to go down that pipe right there. So I need to, I'd love this to stay this depth of water. This is what my dream would be, but I need to dig up that guy and transplant him. I'll do that after his fruit blooms. Maybe I'll protect him a little bit and come right here and get a nice, bring the soil level up a bit. So, and some of you wonder why I talk you through this kind of stuff, because some of you might be interested in how and what I do on my farm, and other of you might not be interested at all, and that's okay. It's just trying to share as much information with everyone as I can, for those that want to use it and those that may not. So I'm going to be doing the goal now is we're going to do a Let's Feed the Chickens because they're about a 45-minute show now. I'm going to try to do a Let's Feed the Chickens Monday, Wednesday, Friday is what it looks like I'm shooting for. Is my new schedule for Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. So, Lisa, I emptied everyone once, and all the buckets on the floor are fresh water, and then I just refilled up everything again.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
I want to show you guys. This is the potentially. What's going on here? What's going on here? See this? Something's going on. This is a lot of movement. There's a lot going on right here, right now. I don't know why. You guys just coming back? You guys leaving? So this hive is doing this. That's why I'm interested. And they could just be coming back. I could just be observing something. But let's look over this hive. This hive is a lot quieter, and that's why I'm kind of interested in why that hive is doing what it's doing. Because these guys are a lot quieter right now. It's just, this is a lot of bee action right now. A lot of swirly bees too. They're swirling in ways. Might have to open this up. I do want to check this. I probably want to make sure that everything's okay. I'm gonna put you guys like right here. We're gonna peek down on it this way. So I kind of want to know what's going on in here. Something is going on. Something is happening. It might not be anything. The sound isn't really anything that's concerning me, but I just kind of want to know what is going on. I luckily have a bead. I don't have a smoker here, but I'm not that concerned. Everything should be fine. Just do a quick little peek because I want to know what's going on. This isn't the best time to come in here and do a peek, by the way. Okay, so these guys are acting like they need more room. Don't know what I'm going to do about this, guys. Because the weather is not really suitable to do what I think I'm going to do. You know what? What we're going to do, it's a weird tactic. I've never done this tactic before, but we're going to try something a little different. I'm going to put a box on top of that. I'm going to leave that hole in there like that, and I'm going to see what happens. So, which one of those up there can I use? So I need so what I'm looking at, guys, I have my extra beehives. So I can use probably one of those. So I'm probably going to use that blue. I'm probably going to use the blue right there. I don't know if I have any extra frames right now in there either. That's the one thing I should have spent more time when I organized all of that to know. So, yeah, it's gonna, whatever. So, let's see what we got. Make sure none of these look horrible. Okay, none of them look horrible. Fits, which is good. Okay. So the tactic we're going to use is I'm just going to put this on top. Yeah, let me put you guys here again. Now you're supposed to take off this inner cover because the weather is not suitable at the particular moment. I'm not going to do that. That'll let a good amount of air go through. Okay. And then we'll put my rock back on. Now, very interesting because I've never done this tactic before. I think the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, where should I put it? There it is. I found it. Just looking at this, guys, I think what's happening is I think I might have just caught these guys extra busy because I'm not hearing a sound that bothers me. I'm not hearing a sound that I'm concerned with. I think what we're going to do down there is I might try to open up No, I'm not going to be able to do that right now because I can't get that big enough. That's okay. If they needed extra space, that will trick them into thinking they have some extra space for a while. But we really need to get in there and check out these guys. That's going to necessarily be a higher priority. Probably the next nice day that I have. Because I don't know what's going on in that box. I have a camera in this box, which we will need to go and check out. Anyways, I don't know if I'm keeping that camera there. It was an idea where I was going to put a camera. I'm just not sure I'm happy with that location at all. But we'll see. It could be. Let's see, my friends. Let's see. Let's go see if Lisa needs any more work. What Lisa needs, if she needs any more help with anything. See, these guys are coming in pretty hot as well. So I think it's getting ready to rain. I think what's happening is why we're seeing so many bees. Because like if I come here right into the bee highway, there's a guy that just got stuck in my hair. Oh good, he got out. But yeah, walking through the bee highway, there's a lot more bees coming through when I walk through this time. Hello, how are you? Over there on Valero. You're having a wonderful day. We are just feeding the chickens. We're looking at our bees right now. Just playing around these guys. Yeah, looking at this right here. I think they're because you see a lot of them have got either part of their pants are full, or there's a lot of drones. So these guys with the bigger ears, these guys like this guy right here. He is a drone. That's a boy bee. So lot more stuff going on. Let's go back and check on these guys. Now that I put this box on the top, I'm thinking, looking at the sky, I'm thinking what I was observing was just them. I just happened to catch when they were coming home. A big rush of coming home is what I think ended up happening. So, okay, let's continue down this way. I need to trim this tree. Oh, anyway, so this is where the bunnies was last year, but this is where I planted a bunch of Aztec corn. So I'm going to be very, very excited to see how well it does in here. I planted some more things up in here, but I need to get this all, you know, put in place. I need to get my trees planted. Got a lot of stuff I need to do, but every time, like the last couple of days, I've been going in and out, and it's been wanting to rain or not wanting to rain. So, let me show you the little greenhouses that I have set up. So these are my little greenhouses in here. And there are habaneros. And then here are jalapenos and a little maple tree. I need to relocate that little maple tree. So let's, before I got preoccupied, let's go say something to Lisa, see if she needs anything else. And if not, we'll walk out to the gardens. Lisa, is there anything else?
Shit.
Is there anything else you need right now? No? Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes then. Lisa zones out and she gets into her own world. So it's very easy to startle her, which is pretty funny most of the time. So, but yeah, we're going to head back over this way. We're going to head and check out the, I'll show you guys what I've been working on with the gardens and show you how well my garlic has been doing. That didn't do what it's supposed to do. This is the camera angle I want. This is the back Sylvia path. Any of you that watch my out the window weather in the mornings, this is where I walk most mornings. Man, look at those clouds. Look at those clouds. Lovely, lovely day. It's been raining off and on though, so, you know, goodness gracious, who knows when it's going to start raining again. So we don't have a whole lot planned in our garden just yet. So this right here that we're coming up on, this is the newest plot I'm putting in. This is going to be one of my spiral gardens. I like to, so if you look, you can see the spiral, and it's going to come one more spiral around and end over there. So these row gardens, we're going to be redoing all of these, but this is where I plant asparagus. And then we're going to be redoing this row garden area. There's my scarecrow dummy. Wearing one of my hats, I will say. This hat has been outside now for 2.5 years. And I'd have to say, it's held up pretty well for being outside in the sun on the dummy for 2.5 years. Dummy, scarecrow, whatever you want to call him. More row gardens. But we came out here to look at the garlic. Because that's the one thing I kind of have in the garden going right now. Is the garlic. Oh, I'll show you this, guys. It's pretty fun. So, asparagus I transplanted, starting to come up, which is awesome. We get the rest of the grass out of here, but this is a goal for putting in a new asparagus patch. Is I want to put I've been putting a bunch of asparagus in here and make this a nice asparagus patch in the future. So right there, we're gonna make another raised flower bed, and that will be for peas, beans. And then this is one of the beds, and then this is the garlic. It's looking good. It's starting to get the, I can't remember what these are called. But starting to get these, which means we're not super far away from harvesting. Another patch of garlic. This garlic looks very well. Get some nice big, beautiful plants like this going on. Oh, there's my drink I lost yesterday. I left it up here. And so this is another spiral garden. This is, the spiral garden's a little bit bigger, but I'm currently breaking down the weeds on this spiral garden. And then the spiral garden ends with an oak tree. And then that's my hugel culture bed. So what we do is you put brush, you put wood, you put it in there. And since I'm doing it slow style, because that's just how I have to, because I don't have a piece of equipment. The idea is we're gonna get that about 6 feet tall, so that'll get to about the church. You won't be able to see the church steeple. How about that? And then I'll put dirt on top of it, and then you'll be able to plant more. So that's more of a long-term project. This is where my future greenhouse is going to be. Some of you might see these actually make really good raised beds. And actually you can make self-watering raised beds. I saw a project, I saw someone do it, and I want to do that. So I am going to put together that for myself in the future. I just haven't done it yet because, well, we have a bunch of other things going on. Right here, this right here is where I'm going to be putting my grapevines. So I'm going to put grapevines, and then we're going to have the grapevines so they can grow over like that. Because this is one of the cemeteries that we have here in the center of our property. Let's see. Let's go walk down and check out the elderberries. Let's go for that. That will be a nice, lovely walk that we will do. Oh, since we're here, let's check on the pawpaws. I have some pawpaws growing in that I grew from seed. That I put it in here, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pawpaws are doing well. And one's doing okay, and one is not that happy. So 3 doing well, 1 okay, 1 not happy. This is the edge of the hayfield, or the edge of the just-in-time garden. So you guys can see the topography here. We were up there standing on the garden, and the topography comes down here. And I have trees along this tree line, and I'm going to put some more trees. I'm going to also probably put some brambles, some raspberries and such along this line as well. Just because I like having edge. So what this is this is edge. So on the other side of that is starts the pastures, but you can see there's trees. But there's there's gaps of edge. So you're not just going right up to you're not just pulling hay right up to the hayfield. You have places for different animals to hide. So like rabbits, pheasants, quail, things of that sort. They can hang out on the edge. But the other nice thing the edge does is it gives a gap so that the cows, when they try to push through, this is a larger area, and they're not going to necessarily try to push through the fence as like they would in little gaps like this, where, here the cows will see something like this. And if they're over here in the cow pasture, they might see that this is a nice little highway to get through, so they can come over and push through and try to get to all of this. So, little gaps. Because I know some people have asked, well, why don't you just have your hayfield, because you're losing all of this hay that's right here on the edge. And the reason is it kind of separates the pasture from the field, but also gives a lot of wildlife. A bunch of birds can live in here. There's rose bushes, and there's choke cherries, and there's lots of other plants that grow in here that produce food for migratory birds. migratory animals, things going through here, and places for, like I said, places for other things to live. So I really like to have edge. You know, right here, this is some choke cherries, and the choke cherries have a variety of bees. So I actually don't think that that is a honeybee. That looks like that is probably a mason bee right there. They're a solitary bee. They're actually one of our native pollinators before we brought in. So, this is why I have a second path cut, because right here, as you see, there is water. So let's go up here to where the other path is. Part of the reason I walked out this way is I wanted to see if one of my flowers is coming up yet. It's still a little early, but there's some really interesting flowers, wildflowers, that pop up out in these parts. And I'd like to see how they are doing. So this thing down here is a marker to let me know that there are some interesting wildflowers that pop up right throughout here. I think that could be it right there. I'm not sure. I only really know when it blooms. So, and it's not blooming yet. And then, it's still really squishy out here. Interesting. Okay. And this, my friends, is elderberry. And so, since this is kind of swampy here in the middle, I let things like this is Angelica. So this is a very good, it's really wet there. This is a very good, useful herb. Or if you've ever had Tanqueray, part of that sweet taste that you have in Tanqueray is because of Angelica. So I don't think this is not elderberries. This is a really interesting rose bush that produces really, really wonderful large rose hips. And it likes growing in the swamp for some reason. So I let it grow there. Got elderberries right there. But you guys can see how there is water here. So this is a seasonal pond. This is where the old river, the old creek bed used to come through here. I think this creek bed was filled up 100-some years ago. But it still over time wants to be a creek bed. But that's fine because it promotes area for my elderberries, which I need to come in here and trim up. But you can see the elderberries all throughout here are doing very well. They don't mind having their feet wet. Actually, they like to have their feet wet. Unlike me, who now has my feet wet because it's really squishy and marshy over here. But I wasn't expecting to have my feet wet, but this it's really squishy and marshy, a lot more than I thought it was going to be. We must have got a lot of rain. So another elderberry patch. And this is the newest one that I'm allowing to grow here in the swampy area. And that is another big, wonderful elderberry patch, and then right there by the road. So here is the spot that where my sister will be having her building. Putting my sister's building right here. And then the driveway that we are working on for my sister's building. And then that's the pasture, Piper's pasture. That's the flat top mountain. Up there was the garden area, our shipping container, and all of my car projects. So let's go back to the backyard and let's see how Lisa's doing and making sure that she's done with her projects. And the humidity, even though it's not super hot out right now, the humidity is making it feel very, very sticky. Just seeing how much water there's around, we got a lot of rain. I didn't realize that we had gotten this much last night because we were kind of in a deficit, and then it really just came down and rained like crazy yesterday. And so we must be we're still in a major deficit, but I just didn't realize how much rain we actually have on the ground right now. I think when I look at my weather thing, I think it said yesterday we got 1.5 inches of rain, which was a very good amount of rain, to say the least. Oh. Okay. So we're going to spin the camera around, and that is my house. It's 129 years old today. Might be a little older than that, but we have to pick a time. You have to pick a date. In 1897, and May 25th is what I have picked. 1897 because roughly that's the house was. I have pictures of it in June of 1897. Looks brand new, so that's part of the reason I was picking those dates. So. I don't know what this is doing all the way up here. This goes down here. It's for watering things in the backyard. Because there's some few things that we're going to need to be planted back here, and I need a watering can for it. So the ducks absolutely love when all of the ponds have water in them, because there's a pond here, and then there's a pond right over there, and then there's the main pond there. And all of these guys love when all the ponds are full of water. I forgot to grab my bottle that was up that way. We even talked about it. Lisa, do you need me to get any more water? What? All right. Well, let's go get let me take this in here. All of our guys living in here, they will get to go outside, hopefully later this week. Hopefully they will all get to go outside next week when I bring everybody out. So just it's a couple day chore to get that accomplished. Okay, we're gonna get this water filled up so that we have water for this evening or for tomorrow. Oh. Don't want that to fall into there. So this is our cistern. So not only does it pick up water from a spring, but it also, I put this big thing on it because it catches quite a bit of rainwater as well. Giving some areas more surface area. So right now we just use that for our animals, but it is something that could be used for people in the future, just with a little bit of filtration. Just think later, need to get all this stuff together and teach a filtration class. Because as water and everything gets more and more expensive, knowing a few of these skills are going to become more and more useful. And building water filtration is, it's not as hard as it may seem to be. I'm not going to say it's, doggone easy if you've never built anything. But I also want people to know that there's a lot of stuff that once you've tried it 2 or 3 times becomes a whole lot easier. And water filtration is definitely one of them. There's this guy.
Mm-hmm. He gets kisses. Well, he doesn't like camera kisses. What are you getting?
Yeah, both of those guys have seemed to be a lot more kissy now. I said both of those guys have seemed to be able to come up and give you kisses now. Guys, some of you have never met Fernando, and if you have, then you know he's just here coming to tell you all about his day. Yep. All about Fernando's day. Yep. Fernando is one of the farm hands. He's always trying to help. He always thinks that he can help you with whatever you need help with. Or to let you know that you have a free hand. Yeah.
Other example of the orange striped cat. Are you big, fat, lazy, and fuzzy, and quiet, or they're loud?
Yes. Everywhere you go, always trying to help. I'm gonna help you with that, and I'm gonna help you with that. Oh, you got a hand. Since your hand's not using anything, you should be petting me right now. You know what? I'm a little hungry. Maybe you should feed me. Yeah, I would say actually, speaking of that, Mox Docs here on Pilled. You guys are not on Pilled, go check out pilled.net. Mock has a channel that he does documentaries, but in the mornings he plays Heathcliff, and I would say that Fernando probably reminds me a lot of what Heathcliff is like. Instead of Garfield, he's more of a Heathcliff type. He's more of a Heathcliff type cat. I'm gonna go say something to Lisa and see if she agrees with me there. Because we had a big orange cat named Felix. He was kind of like a quiet, calm, slow kitty. So that ate a lot. Lisa, what I was telling Chad is when it comes to orange cats, there's 2 kinds, like you're saying, but there is Garfield and Heathcliff. And Fernando is a lot more like Heathcliff, being mischievous, wanting the attention, wanting a lot of stuff.
Isn't fat though.
No, he's not fat, but he was mischievous.
Yes.
He was a big cat, a big orange cat that was mischievous, that always wanted to know what was going on, always wanted to be center of attention.
That's a good breakdown.
Yeah. Oh. Got some baby peeps. So baby chickens. Again, more accidental baby chickens. So let's go get my, we'll go on one more quick little walk because I need to get my Nalgene bottle that I left up in the garden before I forget. And I might as well take you guys with me while we go do that. So by the way, guys, if you're ever down here in Southern West Virginia and you want to come check me out, you guys can jump on the website, Mavis Pharmacy, and that's pharmacy with an F, F-A-R-M-A-C-Y, mavispharmacy.com. That's my nonprofit. What we do is we teach people sustainable farming, off-grid living. You know, what I'd like to put is we rewild and we degrid you. It's kind of what it is. So, and degrading slow over time because we are slowly. Happy Memorial Day to you too, Yam. Happy Memorial Day. By the way, Yam, since you would probably, I don't know if you've spent any time on Pilled, but you might like Pilled as well. But I hope you're having a good Memorial Day. My buddy Yam. But what I was saying is, so here, what we do is I run a nonprofit where we teach people how to do a variety of stuff. And little over time, we're building different things. Like, for example, my sister's house, while it is an Amish, it's going to be an Amish built, like kind of like a tiny house. It's just kind of the first to show that how we can do things. We're going to talk about how we did the plans, did stuff like that. I'll be building, as we get more people, more things interested. Got a bunch of things planned here. I also do go out and do outreach things as well. So there's lots of things, very casual, just kind of a hands-on. It's a hands-on type things. But yeah, you guys, if you're passing through and you're interested in visiting, just let me know. Most days of the week we're suitable to take in people for tours or for someone to come in if they want to help out or do other things. Not every day. Some days we have got pressing chores to do or doctor's appointments or fun things like that. But most of the time we have free time. I've been leaving it sit out in the sun for very well. It's not very tasty. So I'm just going to pour it out. But I wanted to get the Nalgene bottle. And so we achieved our goals. Let's see other interesting things. I'm writing a book. I'm working on a book that kind of combines mindfulness and gardening and homesteading and foraging all together. So Path of Prouse. Rough titles like Finding Your Way Home. Helping people reconnect with who they used to be and our ancestral wisdom that we have. That book will probably be out at the end of the year. Like I said, I have my website. And yeah, all that good stuff. This evening, most likely this evening, I will be playing, because most of you guys know that I play games in the evenings. That's kind of what I do for the evenings. Appalachian Farmer during the day and cozy streamer at night. So we'll probably be playing Paralives. It's a game, it's on early release. It just was released today. I'll probably be playing Paralives this evening. And I think I told you guys on Monday through Friday, we're going to be going back to doing Let's Feed the Chickens Monday through Friday. I'm not sure what evenings we'll be playing video games. It kind of depends on how much I get into Paralives, how much we play in the evenings. So, and then it'll still be we're about a month or so away from doing my Campfire Council, where we're going to talk about farming, gardening, homesteading, fixing the world's problems, stuff like that. That'll be just kind of keeping all that stuff. I'm really not good at schedules. I'm trying very, very hard to be good at schedules. Just not something I'm time blind, and ADHD just makes it so sometimes I'm just not good with that kind of stuff. But trying to be better, being better, making it more better, as they say. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out. All that stuff. All of you guys over there on Pill and Valero and YouTube and Rumble, Kick, Twitch, and Beam. I think those are the places I am streaming today. So if you want the best places to chat with me, the very best places would chat with me would probably be Pilled, Valero, or Rumble. Because sometimes I can't do everything up on YouTube as much as I like to. Sometimes I just can't. I'm going to be also restructuring my YouTube channel. So the YouTube channel, if you're following me on YouTube, I'm still going to be doing daily shorts. So yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm probably going to be doing a lot more uploading files instead of live streaming to YouTube. It just seems live streaming, it just doesn't seem like it's the most friendly, happiest place for that kind of stuff. So I'll be doing more of that. My files and such. I'm gonna upload all. I think I'm gonna be uploading all like 200 and I don't remember how many I have. I think there's like 290 episodes of Let's Feed the Chickens. Over time, I'll be uploading all of those. They won't be uploaded in order, because you don't need to watch them in order. But I'll probably be uploading them over time, so you guys can check those out. So that'll be something I look forward to doing. Right now, a lot of them are up on Rumble. So if you do want to start watching and get a sneak preview, you guys can jump on Rumble. But that's what I'll probably be using YouTube for. Yeah, and if you guys want to follow me, X Factor Firefly, just about everywhere. If it's not X Factor Firefly, it's X Factor Firefly Mavis. M-A-V-I-S. For the places that I have to do things different. So absolutely, Yam. It is absolutely a clown show. It's a clown show. It's a clown show where we can't even afford the popcorn. So that's where the future's going. Thanks, Yam. I will see you on Discord later. In the description below, or if you guys want, just send me a DM if you guys want to join the Discord. Right now I'm restructuring it, so it was a little chaotic. We had a lot going on. I'm just kind of restructuring and making it function a little bit better. And yeah, and I'll have a Patreon in the future. I don't have, when I get my Patreon up, my Patreon will be up, but I don't currently have something that I'm happy with giving my patrons if you support me. I like to give you guys something in return. I don't want people just to support me because you're just out there supporting me. I'd like you guys, I want you guys to get value. I want you guys to get value out of what I provide. So I have a Patreon. It's going to be X Factor Firefly, but I'm going to be restructuring it to make it so that there's cool stuff there for people to get and such. So, but anyways, guys, I think I'm heading in. Again, tonight I'll be pairing Paralives. So It really does sound like paralyzed. I think it's supposed to be like parallel lives, but I don't think they realized how much it sounds like paralyzed. It's funny. Anyways, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys all a little later. It's Doc, and remember, guys, love deeply, live slowly, and fear nothing.